Hello, fellow ink drinkers, and welcome back to the Blind Girls Book Talk podcast. My name is Aria, my sister's name is Belle, and we are two legally blind sisters who love reading and love books. And so what we've done is we've created this show in order to talk about that. We talk about the things we love about books, the things we wish we could change, and everything in between. This show is a variety show, so we cover a wide array of bookish content, and that can range from bad retellings of stories, bookish challenges, buddy reads, recent reads, author talks, book theories, really the list goes on. And the reason why this intro is a little different from what I normally do is because I am recording this from the editing room, so to say. Last week, I had announced that we're going to be doing the part 2 of the Bookish Would You Rather challenge this week. And so that's what we're here today to do, is part 2. Hope you guys enjoy. All right, next one. Would you rather have your favorite book turned into a movie or your favorite movie turned into a book?
First option.
Book to movie?
Yeah, because I don't really have many favorite movies.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, I feel like technically they kind of are books in a way because they're screenplays. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, exactly. You can get the script and read the script. Like, it's not.
Yeah. All right, next one. Would you rather have a book with a cliffhanger or a book where your favorite character is killed off?
Excuse me, what?
Yeah.
Are we talking about cliffhanger and
Like
that's just it?
Like an annoying cliffhanger.
But a second book would come out, or like another book would come after it.
It doesn't specify.
Well, that's stupid. I need specifics if I'm going to answer this.
There's no specifics.
I need specifics. If another book is coming out after the cliffhanger, then I would take that.
Honestly, here's my thing. I would much rather, even if another book's coming out, I would much rather have a cliffhanger as opposed to my favorite character dying, because I have stopped reading books when my favorite characters die. I boycott and I get very angry, and it's the same with TV shows.
Yeah, you do.
Belle can attest to this.
That is true.
As soon as you kill off somebody I like, I'm angry, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm the same way with like TV shows. Like, you kill off my character and I boycott. That happened with Downton.
Yeah.
They killed off my favorite character. I stopped watching.
Yes.
But I don't know though. Like, yeah, no, I'd rather the cliffhanger. Not that, like...
Yeah, it's the lesser. Honestly, it really is. Because
it feels like it's the lesser.
It's annoying, but like at the same time, you can just be like, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? You can let it go. All right, next one. Would you rather live in a library or a bookstore?
Library.
Yeah, same.
Nobody comes into libraries anymore.
Yeah, legit same. Or at least not that I know of anyway.
It's rare that you see. Like, bookstores, a lot of people can come in throughout the day. A library, you probably only get like a handful of people.
Yeah, every so often.
Yeah.
Would you rather lose your place or get a paper cut every time you read?
Is it every time I open a book and read? Or is it with every page I read?
Every time you open the book to read, you get a paper cut.
Probably that one. My hands are already dead.
I mean,
my
honestly,
internship has killed my hands.
Honestly, I would much prefer to lose my place because paper cuts are evil.
Yeah, they are, but like...
I know you get used to them, but
I have like 10 paper cuts on my hand. I don't know where they came from. So...
Yeah.
I know the place they came from. I don't know when exactly they happened because apparently I didn't feel them. And I just felt them because I put on hand sanitizer.
Fun. Yep, love that. All right, next one. Would you rather read in the dark or read tiny text?
I have the ability to read in the dark? Question mark?
See, there is not much context. This is the question. But I'm assuming it means like very, very dim light.
I already do that, so that one?
Yeah, because I mean, honestly...
I also do the second one, but...
Yeah, honestly, though, like, tiny text, I don't like tiny text. Like, it really messes with me. And it takes, like, a lot of, like, all of the brain functions to read tiny text. So, I would rather read in the dark.
Yeah.
Next one would be, would you rather read by the fireplace or on a beach?
Fireplace.
Same. I don't like reading on the beach.
I just don't like the beach.
Fair. All right, next one. Would you rather never be able to read again or only be able to read your most hated books?
If I can only read my most hated books, I might as well just not read. Like, what's the point in reading then? Like, let's be real here. If I'm only reading books I hate, why even read? Because for me, that means romance. So why the frick would I even read?
I would honestly probably choose the never be able to read again option as well.
That's flawed. That's a
Because
flawed question.
I could not.
Flawed question.
All right, next one. Would you rather never buy books again or only read 30 books in a year?
Never buy books again.
Mm-hmm.
Or read only 30 books in a year. Does that count rereads?
Only read 30 books in a year. That's all you get.
Okay. Do school books count?
Only 30 books in a year. That's all I got.
Okay, then probably the never buy new books. Because the school books count, but I'm down like to 15 books.
Right.
So like right off the bat. And once law school, I'm down to like 2.
Yeah. Honestly, I would rather the 30 books in a year, and it's only because I'm out of school. And I'm, again, not sure if school books count in this or not.
Yes, but I'm also going by, if I can never buy a new book again, you can, and I can just take it from you. See, loopholes.
Funny.
I'm probably cheating, but
Yeah, just a little.
it's fine.
All right, next one. Would you rather read a huge series back to back or read one book of the series a year?
I'd rather read a series back to back.
Yeah, I'd rather binge it all. That's what I did with Dresden Files.
Okay, hold on. I would do that, but does that still stand that if it's more than 3 books, I can skip the third? Or like I can start reading the third and stop?
I only have those words, Belle. You are trying too hard to lawyer your way out of this, and you're not even a lawyer.
No, well, not yet. But yes, if I can still do that, then I will read back to back. Fun fact, I don't know why, but if a series is more than a trilogy, I hate the third book. And it's with every single thing I read, minus Harry Potter. But I always despise the third book.
All right, next one. Would you rather only read fantasy or contemporary for the rest of your life?
Are we talking contemporary romance?
It just says contemporary.
Contemporary.
Fantasy.
I figured.
Next one. Would you rather the physical copy or an ebook?
Physical.
I would choose ebook.
Yeah.
And this is why from earlier. So I have been reading a lot on Kindle recently. Like a lot.
Yeah, it's bugging me.
And I feel like I'm being spoiled. I really do.
I feel like I'm being
because
spoiled.
like
Forget about the 2 big trips we just had to Books A Million and
exactly.
Barnes and Noble. Forget about those. No, it's my Kindle app. It's not even a Kindle. I have the Kindle app.
Yes. And but here's the thing, and I think I figured out why. I think that because I can make the font bigger on my Kindle.
Oh, you wimp.
And I can't do it. Listen, man, I'm getting older.
Wimp.
I'm getting older.
You wimp.
My eyes aren't what they once were. And my eyes have never been good.
Changed. When we go to the eye doctor, I'm really going to be like, so how bad has our prescription changed? And when he says it hasn't really changed, I'm going to laugh so hard in your face.
I can't wait.
Oh, I can't.
I'm going to ask him, actually, if that's a thing.
I'm going to ask him.
All right, fantastic. Next one. Would you rather read a book with a great character and a boring plot, or a great plot and boring characters?
Great plot and boring characters.
I think I'm going to have to go with that one as well, but...
Oh, good gravy.
Here's my thing. There are some characters that I legitimately wish I could transport them from their book to a different book.
Yeah, I feel that.
So and just give them a better life. So there's that too. All right, next one. Only buy books with broken spines or never have a book with a new book smell.
Well, then what's the book smell like?
You don't tell me you do not know the new book smell.
Well, I know the new book smell, but if it just doesn't smell like a new book, like, is it just like a regular book smell? Or is it like musty, crappy book smell?
I don't know.
See, these questions, they don't work. What was my options? I
Only
forgot.
buy books with broken spines, or that you never have a book with a new book smell.
Probably the broken spines.
Only buy broken spines?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I break most of my spines anyway.
Yeah, you do. You're a heathen like that.
I'm a heathen.
You're a heathen. I try not to break my spines. Sometimes it doesn't work.
This is why I prefer hardback over paperback. My paperback cannot stay nice because I'm a heathen.
I mean, honestly, I probably could give up the new book smell. I probably could.
Okay.
Next one. Would you rather have an author never finish a series or get the whole series, but the rest of the series is written badly?
The second option.
You would rather it be a poorly written?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I can stop reading it and just read the ending of the series and just be happy with my life.
Okay. I would probably have to go with the just never finish it. Because
no, I can't.
I mean, but also we know that I kind of stop series sometimes and I'm just like,
you do, and
no, I just walk away.
No, I can't do that.
All right, would you rather purchase only secondhand books or ebooks?
Secondhand.
I still think I have to go with my ebooks here. I really do.
I know you would.
Next one. Would you rather read outside during summer or inside with a blanket during winter?
Inside with a blanket during winter, considering I do the same thing in the summer?
Yes.
Because I cannot regulate my body temperature.
Yes. And honestly, same, because...
But you can regulate your body temperature.
Yes, but I hate summer.
Well, we both do, but...
I hate summer. My vampire self just kind of dies.
You hate the cold.
Yet I hate the cold. Yes, I am.
I just can't
fall.
regulate my body temperature.
Fall is the ultimate time of year.
I'm always cold.
So next one, would you rather rip a page out when you read it or burn the book when you're done with it?
So every page after I read it, it gets ripped out?
Yes.
That. Because then I can pick up all the pages and just put them back.
Fair.
Loophole. Loopholes,
Fair.
people. Loopholes.
Fair. And honestly, I think I would do the same.
Yeah, because it doesn't say you can't just save the pages you rip out. You just have to rip it out of the book. You can just put it back in the cover.
Yeah, I think I would do the same.
Yeah, it's not that difficult.
All right. Would you rather have someone ruin the ending of a book or never finish the book that you're reading?
What are your thoughts?
Honestly, I feel like I would have to go with the spoilers, to be honest with you. Because, okay, so here's what I don't like about this one, right? I DNF a lot of books, like a lot. Like if I don't like it, I've stopped trying to be like, yes, I'm going to brute force my way through it. No, I don't. Like I'm just done. So if I'm really enjoying a book and I can either have the ending spoiled for me or I can never finish it, I'm going to have it spoiled, because for me, there are some times that like I just don't want spoilers, but at the same time, they're not the end of the world for me. Especially with reading, it's kind of all about the journey. And like, yeah, you might know how you get to point Z, you know, from point Y. Mm-hmm. But like at the same time, you still don't know how exactly you get to point Z.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I would rather take the option where I kind of know how it goes, but then I can still read and figure out what's going on than just never finishing it.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I'd probably pick the same option, but also I read a lot of books that I've never met another person who reads them.
Mm-hmm.
So try to spoil something for me, because I've never met a person who reads the same thing I read.
All right, next one. Would you rather a short and easy read or a long and interesting read?
Long and interesting. I hate when things are short. If it's good and short, I get mad.
See, it depends on my mood. Like, it legitimately depends on my mood. Because there are some times where I want kind of the long story where we're just kind of meandering along and everything's fine. And there are other times where I just want that, like, quick fix. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I just want the short and sweet. So, like, ultimately, I would probably go with the long and interesting. But, like, at the same time, it is not an easy choice for me because...
Most of my books are longer, though. I don't really get many shorter reads.
Yeah. And I mean, like, honestly, same. But, like, I don't know. There is something, though, about like just a quick, short, easy read, though, that it's just kind of like, this is nice, you know? All right. So you're going to love this.
Oh, no.
Would you rather only read fantasy with no romance when you want, or you can only read one romance book a year?
I only have to read one romance book a year, and I can read whatever the heck else I want.
It seems that way. It just says one romance book a year.
Dude, I'll take that. I can suffer through a quick romance once a year. Heck yeah, I'll do that. If I can read whatever the frick else I want. Yeah, man.
See, this one is hard for me, actually.
It also says read one romance a year. It does not say finish one romance a year. Loopholes!
Yeah, I mean, I think ultimately the fantasy has to win out. I really do.
Yeah, for you. I just don't really read fantasy anyway, so if I can just read one romance a year.
I know, but I read a lot of fantasy romance, so that's why it is a problem for me. Like, that is why this is very difficult.
You read a lot of fantasy with a lot of romance, and you also read just a lot of romance. Like, it's sad. Guys, it's sad how different we are because you concern me.
It's a problem. Like, we've got problems, my friends. We really do.
We got trouble right here in River City.
We do. All right. So next one.
Oh, no.
Would you rather have a high budget adaptation of your favorite book, but bad casting, or have a low budget adaptation, but great casting?
Great casting.
Yeah, that's my option too.
Great casting, because I can suffer through the crappy set and everything else.
Yeah.
And crappy, like, video if I can just have good characters.
Good characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. All right, next one. Would you rather only get to read 2 to 4-star books for a year, or read 1 and 5-star books, but you can't DNF?
First one. First one.
Yeah. Honestly, and this is only for a year. So, like, honestly, I would go with that.
Yeah, because if you don't like any of the ones that you read from the first set, you can just not finish it. It's only the do not finish for the second option. So, right. Loopholes.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, I do not finish way too much.
This is why wording is important, people.
I mean, I do not finish way too much. And
yes, you stop a bunch of things, and it makes my completionist heart hurt.
It used to make my completionist heart hurt. But then it got to the point where I was just kind of like, I can't do this to myself. Like, I just can't. I just need to walk away and never look back.
Fair.
All right, next one. Would you rather read a good book, but it has too many cliches, or read an okay book, but it's really unique and does cool things with tropes?
The second one. I hate cliches.
Yeah.
I hate them with a fiery burning passion.
Yeah. And honestly, I think I would have to go with that one too, because I like things that are neat and do different things and do cool stuff. So, like, it might be okay, but at least it did cool things.
Exactly.
Would you rather have a super boring main character with a fantastic love interest, or have a super interesting main character but a boring love interest?
Great main character, crappy love interest.
Really?
Yes.
That's somewhat shocking, actually.
Why?
I don't know. It just
Why
is.
is that shocking?
I don't know.
Because I can just hate the love interest. If I hate the main character, then I'm probably not going to really finish the book.
Fair. My answer is probably the boring main character, because it's kind of like you can insert yourself and then just be like, I have this interesting character. I don't know. All right, next one. Read an okay book with a great ending, or a great book with a disappointing ending?
Great book with disappointing ending, or disappointing book with great ending?
No. Okay book with great ending.
Okay. The second one.
The great book with a disappointing ending?
Yeah.
I would rather the okay with a great ending.
Here's the thing. If I go with the second option, that's a book I've read, and it's a book we've talked about, which is Night Circus.
Oh.
It's a great book. Very disappointing ending for me. I dislike it. So then I just hate the book, and I can live with that.
Okay, fair. Hello, fellow ink drinkers. Editing Aria here again to close out the episode. We hoped you enjoyed today's part 2 of the Bookish Would You Rather challenge. Of course, if you like the episode, if you like what you've been listening to, please consider sharing this episode with your friends. Really would help us to grow the show. And heck, you can even share part 1 with them too, if you like it. But hope that you've been having fun going through this challenge with us. And then next week, we're going to be doing the final part of the Bookish Would You Rather. So we will see you guys then. Bye.